Good morning. How you doing? So, driving off to work. Kind of different today, but I want to talk to you about some flat Earth fear porn. And we still have to figure out if it's gonna happen or not, but there was this huge feeling of the big purge, with the new YouTube rules and all that. People are afraid that they might get purged from YouTube and other channels, and you know how it goes. Because we have something to say that they don't like, and then, we get the short end of the stick, so they say. Well, actually, to me, it's all fear porn. It's just scaring people into, oh, go download this, download that. I couldn't give a shit about downloading. At least not anymore. I did a lot of YouTube downloads back in the day, but these days I couldn't care. Because if you got information and you solely rely on YouTube, then you just got to figure out how it works. You got your user agreements and all that, and if you violate it, then yeah, YouTube is gonna take measures. That's with anything. It's the same as with Discord or entering someone's home. If you borrow someone's tools for, let's say, a construction job, someone says, well, can I borrow your hammer? Yeah, sure. Just don't use it as a band hammer. And, use it between civil hours, Don't go banging and hammering stuff so that the neighbors get wake, Simple guides. They give you that. Reasonable or not, who cares? On Discord we got our server rules. If you stick with them, you'll be fine. But who does the interpretation? And is that fair? We use YouTube as a means of communication, and they set the rules. And they interpret the rules. And if you, are not thinking about that as being a valid option, then, think about how you run your life, and if that is a valid option. I don't get the whole fear porn stuff, At least a few, like Martin Liedtke or Mark Sargent or some other great names. It just escapes me. It's morning. But they made books. They wrote their own book. It's a way to communicate. And it cannot be scrubbed. Once it's printed, it's printed. Then you get into the whole book burning thing. Oh, that would be fun. You know, then you got something going. You know, an actual book burning. Yeah, you know, a YouTube purge you might see as a book burning, but it's on their platform. They decide the rules, they make the rules, they play the rules. We are just end users. It's not our channel, it's their channel on their platform and their server. Simple as that. And don't be scared by other people saying, oh, you're gonna be purged. No, you know, be on there knowing that you can be purged, or you can be scrubbed, or you can violate their rules if they feel like you did. You know, stop pointing fingers at all those other people when it is you. You are the one in control. You are the one who decides if you talk about things that you should not talk about on that platform. And if you do, you accept the consequence or the possible consequence. And don't go blaming others for that. You know, don't go screaming out, oh, but I got my First Amendment rights. You got shit. Your First Amendment rights are government fuck. You know, that's government shit. And I can talk about government and I can talk about freedom of speech all day. But in the end, you on YouTube have a deal with YouTube that under certain conditions you can use their tool. And if you violate those conditions in their interpretation, then yeah, sure, they can scrub you, they can purge the whole fucking shit. Who cares? You know, if I lend my car to someone and I say, well, you know, don't use it to go speeding or, you know, do a robbery with it, but you can use it to bring your girlfriend home. If the guy uses it for robbery or speeding, yeah, sure, there's consequences. That's the whole point. That people get a notice ahead, and that's in the user agreement. And you know, it's not fair that they change it all the time, but don't complain about it. It's not your tool, it's not your channel. Just like your bank account, it's not your bank account, it's theirs. It's their money and it's their system. It's the same as your social security number. It's not your number, it's government. And you don't own it. You know, it goes for most of the things in life that you take for granted. It's not granted. I can blabber on like this all day long, but don't let the fear porn get to you. Know what you do with your full conscience and take your responsibility. Don't place your responsibility in the hands of others, especially when it's not needed. Well, I hope you all have a good day. I'm gonna have a long day at work, so you know, have fun and be careful out there. It's a weird world. Much love. See ya.